All right. Hello, everybody. Really happy you're here with me today. This is the first edition of the best practice to grow your reads. I'm really happy you're joining this webinar with me today. Um, as you see, it's an educational webinar. I'm not going to sell you anything at the end. It's really to teach you how to get more reads to your issue publication. That's the whole idea. As you see at the bottom of your screen, my name is Charles. I'm part of the customer success team here at Issue, and I have 21 years of marketing experience. And as you see, I say I was from Denver. I should say I'm located in Denver, but I'm from Montreal, Quebec. That's where my accent's coming from. And let's get started right away with this webinar. First thing is, as you can see, everybody's muted. Let's just make sure we keep the quality of this webinar. But of course, at the bottom of your screen, the Q&A button is open. And please do ask questions. I would be more than happy to answer your question during the webinar. It's not really like a Q&A at the end. During the webinar, if you have a question, more than happy to answer it. And you can always use the chat too. Sometimes just in the chat, I can not see your question, but the Q&A is there. I'm really doing this webinar for you. And I have Charlie too, he's from Denver, cool. Let's get started with this out of the way. The first thing, I'm going to talk about creativity, why that matter to grow your reads, and kind of show you why. The creative reads, the tips I have for sure, is practice brainstorming. For sure, more you would generate ideas of other type of asset that you can create and upload in Issue. That will give you more publication to share, and of course, increase your reads. Experiment, try new things, be open to new experience that you can help your reader discover other type of document that you didn't think about it before. It may not work, it may works, but sometimes that's the way it goes. You have to experiment to get the right publication that you can share with your reader, and learn from other. This one, I think it's so important to kind of be a little spy, kind of look at what others are doing in your niche or your vertical, see what kind of publication they're creating, they're sharing. And this, you can take some, I'm not saying do some copyright here, but you can get some good information from others that are doing the same as you on Issue. Take some pieces and make it your own, of course. That's really important. And with this, I have a bunch of good example of publication. We have 12 articles in Issue that we're more focused on it, but of course, we have many others. This I will really suggest to you take a screenshot of this slide right now, because this, even if you're not part of those vertical, you can still find some good ideas of what kind of publication you can create and upload in Issue. Doesn't have to be a catalog, doesn't have to be just retail, it can be for something else. Maybe you have a school and you can have a kind of sort of catalog that you sell swag of your school. That can work for education. But that's a really good slide to take a look at it. Take a screenshot, watch it more later on. Because more you will have different type of asset that you can upload in Issue and share. At the end of the day, it will create you more reads. But that's why I talk about this, make a little section about this. But I think it's really important to kind of set with what you really want to do with Issue, like when you sign up and what kind of asset you're using right now, but what other things you can create that you can use Issue for, that maybe you didn't thought about it at the beginning when you sign up, or for many years you're using Issue. But that's a good thing. Creativity, I think it's a big part to, in a way, to create, generate more reads. After this, optimization. I think with optimization, the first part I will show you is to optimize your issue profile. I think it's such a basic thing, but I think it's so important. First, you can have your website link, but they just show like when some people arrive on your issue profile that it's public. It's kind of same as your Facebook profile or LinkedIn profile or any other profile you have. I think it's a good thing to make sure it's optimized, that it looks like your brand. And this I will show you in my account how to get this. I mean, it should not take too long. You just I put my face here, but it should be your logo. And make sure your business name or organization is right at the right way. Location, short description, website link, social media link, and boom, it's done. I think it's a good thing because if I get to your issue profile and this is not be optimized, maybe I will not want to click at the bottom and start reading your publication because this kind of look empty. It's little detail, but in the details, you can generate more reads. With this upload and publication settings, I will show you a real example of this in a moment. But a few things to go with, optimizing your publication title with a search term. I see so many times that in the title, most of customers, they would just put the name of the magazine and edition 23 example. I see as the title as the same as if you do video marketing or if you upload video on YouTube. See the title of your publication issue, the kind of same idea. This title can be, I always put a search term, but something that will explain what this publication is about to make somebody engage and want to start flipping those pages even before, even after just looking at the cover. Include a description with a search term. We see so many description box or empty. Again, optimizing your description for at least 1 or 2 sentences. Doesn't have to be overcomplicated. That's a good practice. The other one is your document name inside your computer, the name that you type from this file. When you upload an issue, this name is going to be used for the URL of your publication. And it's so important to be optimized this. I think it's something that your reader will going to see. And this, I will show you a real example of this too. After this, the setting at the bottom, obviously make it public to make sure more people can see it. Sounds obvious, but I think it's important to at least see it. And after this, download. Of course, this will not generate you more reads, but if you not make your publication for your reader to download it, you would at least get the statistic that you can look at your statistic in issue and see more reads in a way. That's why I turn it off here. Of course, you can turn it on. But if you want to really look at your statistic and see your reads grow, not making your publication to be downloadable, that can be a trick to help you to see this a little more. And let me show you a real example. I think sometimes it's good to see in person. Like I already uploaded this publication before the webinar, otherwise it will take too long in the webinar. But this publication is uploaded. It's not published yet. Like, of course, in this case, I want to, like I said, optimize the title. Like I put a search term because you want to, when people search for, it can get to, in this case, this publication is to best practices to grow your reads and dash issue, the name of the company. It can be something like this. After this, I don't have a description, but of course, putting back the search term, at least that's the minimum in the description box over here. I make it public. I can click this link, deleted links, of course, but this is not for the reads, and turn off the download, and of course, the date. The thing I want to show with this is when you upload your publication, and I will come in a few slides later on today, is going to create you some article. And this is a big part of helping you to generate more reads. This is work with our AI, and I will come later on in this webinar about this, but to kind of give you a little tips about this, it's coming. Like when this is done, we'll just uncheck here for the example, publish, and I will show you the URL. I think it's really important. is when you publish, you can see here on top of my screen, I will highlight, that was the name of my document in my computer when I uploaded it. It's a best practice to grow your reads _issue. If I was a reader, I see this, it kind of helped me to understand what this publication is about, and it helped me to convert as a reader. And you got 50 character here. You can really use this as the max as you can. And of course, nice title that kind of tell me a little more what this publication is about. And of course, description would be a little better than this, but to give you an idea too. And you cannot download, as you can see, it just doesn't work. But that was for the setting, not more complicated for this part. We're going to go over more stuff in a moment. Like after you publish, one thing you can do by optimizing, because you did all those optimization, you can embed on your website. And from the data we have, customer embedding their flipbook, they get 3x more views / reads on average. Like this is really a tool. If you want to, you're here and you're here to grow your reads to your publication. If you're not using this tool yet, that would be one of the tools to start using it. I put here where you can, example, where you can embed your publication, of course, on your website. That's the place to go. But I put the home page here. And why the home page is, as if you don't know already, but if you look at your Google Analytics, the home page is always the page that gets the most traffic on it. Like if you want to generate more reads, of course, adding your last publication on your home page, and of course you change when you upload a new one, that will help you to generate more reads, more impression, more reads. But of course, your publication can go on your blogs. Nobody say cannot be go there. If you have a blog that talk about a specific subject that one of your publication can fit, why not add in there? And I put a dot here. If I have anybody here on the webinar today that is a customer that is using the embed on website feature, that is using this feature on other places that your website or blogs, please share with me in the chat. I'm more than happy to add an example here from a customer. I'm always open to any other idea. But this is a really great tool and show you like real example what it looked like from a customer. This customer shows the full width of LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn is good. That's a good idea. Charlie, thank you. Yeah, this customer, he embedded the full width of his website, and from the website you see I can flip the pages and so on. But that's a great tool to get more reads. And this one, you use kind of the page width, I can say like this, but you change it to background color, you can flip like this, like it's embedded in their website. I don't have to go to issue, I can just look at this from there. Really great tool. That's one of the tools to use to generate more reads. That's 3x. This is from the data we have. I think for sure, more you have traffic on your site, more you have traffic on the page you add your publication, of course, more you would get traffic on it. It's just a matter of generating more traffic on your website. After this, we cannot talk about optimization and not talking about email marketing. Email marketing is one of the best tools to generate more reads off your publication. A few tips over here about email marketing. Segment your audience. If it's something you're not doing it already, you should start doing it. What it means is because when you have one email list size, it doesn't mean like everybody in the email list will want to like everything that you're selling or you're sharing and things like this. If you segment your list, example by interest, example, you have a magazine about, I just have a meeting this morning with a luxury guide magazine. In the guide, they have car, watch, yacht, and real estate house to sell. Look, of course, if I was this customer, my list of email marketing would be 4 lists. Well, it'd be 1 list for car, 1 list for watch, 1 list for yacht, and 1 list for real estate. But when I send a publication or something to those people, I just send them what they're interested about it. Like, of course, it will help with your open rate, click rate, and so on. I think segmenting your audience, your list is really, really important. Using attention grabbing subject line. I think it sounds obvious, but I think it's super important that you have to be clear and concise on the language, ensure what you're saying in your subject is about the email and about the publication that you're sharing. And of course, with those subject line, you can consider using humor, urgency. I think that's going to be a good thing, or curiosity to for your subscriber to open the email. For that, your subject line is a top priority when you do email marketing. And after this, provide valuable content, of course, to make sure you have a clear call in action that will one, bring your reader, your list to the publication. And I have a tool that I'm going to show you in a moment about this, which tool to use in your email to use with issue, that will, when they click on your call to action, they will be redirected to this feature. We call this the full screen sharing link, and I will show you a real example in a moment. Of course, this you can brand to your brand, the reader, the issue reader, like the background and the color. And this is one of the tools to share. I'm just talking about email a moment ago, but of course, this is the kind of tool you will use on your social media. If you need to add a link, that's the tool you can use. If you do SMS, meaning text marketing, if it's something you use, that's the link, this is the link you're going to use to share. After this, of course, you can add a form on your website to ask your visitor to subscribe to your magazine. And when they subscribe, they can receive right away an email with a link of the full screen sharing link. And let me show you how it looks. And again, here I have another dot. If you have anybody that is using the full screen sharing link in other places, that other example that I'm showing here, please share with the chat. I'm always happy to learn how our customers are using this feature. Let me show you a real example of this, how it looked like. Riley, when I had the links to a social media, it come up as a box, then does not look very appealing, or the option to make it better. Which is probably depend on which social media marketing, not social platform. Different, I mean, social platform will use the link and they will make it their own. Facebook. Yeah, we need to double check about this. Good question. And we need to see, I mean, yeah, the other way around this, it's kind of Facebook that manage the link and not us, I would say. But it's something that can come to you after the webinar on this. And just going to have a survey at the end of this webinar. Yeah, just Riley, just put back this question in the survey and I will follow up with you by email about this question. Good question. Yeah, the full screen sharing link, as you can see here, as a customer, he added the image in the background. It can kind of flow with this publication. And when I flip the pages, it's a full immersion. You see here the background here. It's a full immersion in this publication. It's no other distraction. You almost feel I'm not on issue in a way. That's how you can use the full screen sharing link. This one here, this one is a catalog. Like this one, I can exchange the background color that kind of fit the style of this publication. And of course, I can flipping if it's a full immersion inside the publication, it look really, really nice. Like full screen sharing, that's the way to go. And I will not go a full tutorial on full screen sharing. I do this in another webinar that I call How to Get Started on Issue, but kind of just to show you quick. Under share, left side is where you get this. And this is the full screen sharing that you can do some settings, make it your own. Here, the logo, I put an icon here that says share with everyone, because at the end of the day, I will show you how it looks in real. At the end of the day, more people share publication, more you can get reads. But that's why I have a little icon here instead of putting my business logo. And of course, I can share here at top. People can share the reader. Like this is how it looks, the full screen sharing link. Yeah. After we talk about email marketing, and of course, we cannot talk about, this is one of the top one, social media marketing. It's a go-to to generate more reads. And with this, I have a few tips, of course. And know your audience. I think it's super important to know, like, as much as you can about your audience on your social media, which social media platform, but their age range, their interest, the pinpoint, amount, other things too, anything that you can know about your audience, you can share things differently to them. And this is will tie to another feature that called article. But yeah, knowing your audience, I think it's always a must to be to use your social media platform. Be consistent. I see this often. More you're consistent with your follower, more they will expect new content from you. They will be more engaged with your content. Yeah, you really need a schedule. At the end of the day, having a schedule, yes, many software. I don't have one in mind right now, but it's many software to help you schedule your posts. And more you will make this a habit to use your schedule to post, better you will grow. And at one point, you will grow your reads on your publication. And engage with your audience, I think, is one thing too we see often. At the end of the day, social media is a two-way conversation. Like engaging with your audience is super, super important. And I mean, at the end, it's kind of response to comment, ask question, encourage discussions. As many ways that you can play with this. It's not always responding to the comment, but that will help to grow your social media, but around your publication too, especially when you share a post about your publication, is many comments on there, that can bring more reads to the publication itself. And always, you can always go another level to asking micro influencer or influencer. If they have an influencer about that kind of fit your audience and your publication, that's again, you can work with them to help you with this. And we have a tool to for your social media that's called Social Posts. If you need a platform to create those images, we have this, and I will show you in a moment. And we have I have a copy here that you can take a screenshot of it right now, or you will receive my deck and the recording of this after the webinar, probably this afternoon or tomorrow morning. But you will receive this, and this is a copy. Of course, you can change it, but to give you an idea, like using the issue full screen sharing link over here, that can be a way. Another thing is tagging people from your publication inside, tagging them in your description. You can leverage their follower, then they will repost your posts and so on. And that's a nice way to generate more reads. After this, you can even put your partner, you can hashtag them. Of course, you don't have to hashtag issue, but any partner that you work with your publication, that's a great way to leverage their follower. And of course, hashtag at the bottom of my screen. But that's kind of, it's a copy, and to see how it looks in real, I have a customer that's using it. It kind of look like this. At the end, we have the link over here. We'll show you in a moment where it goes of the publication. Well, we have the tag of people, partners, hashtag. That's how it looks. And when you click on the link over here, for them, they don't use the full screen sharing here, but it's all good. They use the embed on website. I'm going here, and from here, of course, I can start flipping the pages. That's how it looks in the real world. Of course, I mean, social post is for your social media network. Sounds obvious. Of course, you're using on LinkedIn and Facebook groups, any kind of groups that fit your audience. If you share there, that will help you to generate more reads. And I'm coming with the tools to do so. Google My Business posts. Why not? Yeah, if you're more a local business, or if you do have a Google My Business profile, you can post now. That can be a tool. And yeah, and from there, I have a few questions. Jason is asking, hello, we have seven weekly print newspaper and use issue for our digital edition. We see that our impression are very high, but the readership not as much. Any idea on how to help bring more readers? Yeah, good question, Jason. And he's saying, is there any way to set up a private one with someone at issue to discuss this feature? Yes, Jason, and that would be me actually. But to answer your question, if you see, and for everybody too, if you see impression are really high, it's normal in a way. That means how many times, it's kind of same as a website analytics too, on Google Analytics, kind of same. But that would say like impressions, how many times it's been shown somebody's device, desktop, laptop, phone, tablet, how many times it's shown on my screen. And after this, a read, it will count if somebody stay 2 seconds or more, or start flipping the page, that will count as a read. And when you have like a major difference, is that mean your cover, page 1, is not attractive enough for somebody to convert and start flipping the page. What it means is you need to optimize your cover to make it more attractive, to more easy for your reader to understand what's inside, because you're in a digital world now. It's not like in the print version, you get the cover and you always open page 2 or 3. It kind of go with, I mean, it's rare that you just check the cover, they've been open one page. But on digital version, your cover have to say everything. It's kind of same as see on YouTube. You will see most YouTuber, I would say almost every YouTuber, their thumbnail, the images that they put on the YouTube, the video before even you click play, that's what makes really engaging, interactive, and you want to click play to know more about the video. Like, see your cover as something to be really optimized and to make sure it pop. And yeah, if you want to see an example, the front page at issue embedded on it. Yes, but that's something we can go more in deep, Jason, together. Yeah, I would be more than happy to help you with this. After this, we got article. That was the tool I was talking about. That can be used everywhere. Article, see as a little, you take little pieces of your publication, and that's really the tool to generate more reads with all the others. But this one will really push, because this is really the tool that we'll use in between publication. Example, if you publish every 3 months, just an example, you can use article to always bring your audience, always give them content until the next publication with article. And I will show you how it works. And this can be used on social media network, again, LinkedIn group, Facebook group, your company newsletter. Your newsletter, instead of sending one email one time when you publish, you can send, I don't know, 5 emails in the next 2 months with the link that goes to an article, instead of just always sending the publication one and kind of forget about it. And I have a little warning, you may get more reads by doing so, because you just generate more content. They kind of go with, at the beginning, I was going with the creativity section. The first thing is more you create content, more you get more reads, of course. And usually our top 5% of the article on issue get an average at least 250 reads in the first week. Like, of course, it's not a magic trick, and you have to promote those reads, but that will really help you a lot to get to this. And to kind of just show you at the beginning, I went to my publication and I told you I was going to come back to this, is when you upload your publication, our AI is going to create article from your publication. In this case, it did take 5. Go to the bottom, they're all over here. And I would say, because it's AI, it's good at 90%. Don't publish before at least looking at it. You just click on the dot, exit. And from here, you can start editing, but it's little blog posts. You can start editing this, delete, make more text, and so on. When you're ready, you just publish. But what it does is, let me show you what other customers are doing. Read article, you can come here. Like what an article look like, just take any of those. If it's a nice images, another images, headline, text, other images. If it's a little blog post, little short story that you can share. And this is really mobile friendly. It's super easy to read on a mobile device. And this text comes from this publication. This is where it's coming from. But that's a really cool tool to use. And I will show you in the statistic from example from customer, how you can grow your reads by using this tool. But article is really your way to go. And you can create more, can create them from scratch too. It doesn't have to just wait from the AI to doing it. But that's a really, really great tool. And I always give you, let me show you here, article on the left side. And they give you a link, like this link, you can share this link on your social media and people can get to it, newsletter, and so on. Great tool to use to have more content to share during publication. I would say that's one of the main tools. Oh, I have way more question. Steve, how will you do Google AMP with the post of article on my site if I have tried the way it shows on your webinar, but not luck? Will you go through, please? The Google AMP, I mean, now you don't have to do, it will not do the AMP. You just, it's already optimized for mobile friendly. It will not like dissect the AMP thing, but not sure what's the goal exactly, why you want to Google AMP, but this, it's already like those, let me show you like this. This is already optimized for mobile version. Yeah, not sure it's something maybe you can go offline and go over this exactly what you want to go with this. But if you want to generate more reads, you don't really need to go Google AMP. This will work. After this, Brian is asking, is there a way to allow the entire publication to be an article similar to the magazine in Apple, iPhone, new apps? There's a way to allow, but you can, I mean, it's possible that you can create one article with the full publication. If you want to, you just choose all the pages that you want to add in this article. In a way, I would not add those, but in a way, it will work. After this, you just have to add all the images you want to add, the text, and so on. It's a little more work, but it's possible. You can include all segments, and from here you can play with this and delete and rearrange and everything like this. After this, similar to a magazine in Apple, I'm not sure what it is, a magazine in Apple iPhone news app. But our articles see as a kind of blog post. That's kind of what it is. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm answering your question, Brian, but I don't know what is it, an Apple iPhone new apps. Yeah, okay, cool. Charlie's asking, good, we have a lot of good questions. That's nice. We use PDF for our magazine layout design. Yeah, the article does not like the layout. We use it in those design. Do you know a workaround for the images in article? It's possible. I mean, it's not the perfect tool. I'm the first one to admit. And I don't know when the last time you tried the article. We did a lot of new improvement on it. The thing you can do, you can delete those article, possible. You can upload now. Like maybe that's the thing. When you try it was not there. This is pretty new, I would say. I think you can upload images from your computer and use them in your article. You can now change, the banner on the top. Before you were not able to upload images. Now you can. You can upload images and outside of the publication. That maybe will answer your kind of problem you have. Yeah. Steve, can you clarify your response, please, with the mobile article? It is pickup. But those articles, yeah. Okay, let me go back to this. The article story. Those articles that you create, yes, they go on issue.com. Yes, at one point, Google will crawl our site and they will go on Google, like your publication too. But the main tool is not necessarily to create this for Google to pick up on Google search. It's for you to generate more content and share to your audience. That's, I would say, is the main goal of this tool. And of course, more you create those articles, more people can get to those articles and it can generate more reads. But if I go back to this, let me show you something. And the other thing is when some people go on your issue profile and they go to this, and they go to the publication, they will show all the article that you created with this publication. But that can use some kind of real estate here on there. Like people from there, they can read the article. But that's, yeah, I would say it's not so much like a Google tool, but more for you to have more content to share with your audience. Upload is nice, great. Really, she's asking, we use article as blog posts on our website. Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, those articles when they're published, you can copy paste the content. I mean, you can keep it there on issue and you can copy paste the content and that would create your blog. Yeah, that worked. Oh, sorry. Yes, writing, but yes, I mean, you can. It's no, it's not really a problem about it. Yes, you can publish those articles and copy paste the text, because I mean, it's not necessarily something you're going to use to rank on Google. I mean, if you need more content, you can too. I mean, duplicate content will not really kind of work here. It's just the text you're going to put on your site, even if it's on the issue as an article, it's not such a big problem himself. But if you want to generate more reads to your publication, it's not necessarily maybe the best idea to. You kind of want to take those articles and to share and for people to come back to your publication, read this, and this you can have more content to share to be more consistent. But the whole idea of articles is you can use this tool to be more consistent during the time of you're launching your publication. But that's kind of why this tool is for. And good question, not a good question. Yes, Jason, I will follow up with you. It will not be during the webinar. Steve, okay, thanks. The webinar show copy of pasting the issue link into Google search box. Does this help? Oh, you mean to, well, how would we call that? To make sure Google will crawl your, I mean, yes, you can, but it's, again, it's really not a tool to try to rank on Google search article. It's really a tool to generate more content from your publication. That's really the main idea of this. A lot of good questions. That's great. After this, we have another section That's called the QR code marketing. I call that the QR code marketing. Maybe it's not exactly a term, but we have a feature with a QR code. It's a great tool to use for offline. Of course, it can be online, but the best tip about this is this will help you to generate more leads, because you may do some offline marketing that the QR code can be used, and again, bring people to your publication. One of the tips is provide a clear call in action. This is why me as the reader will want to scan this code. I see often just the code, almost nothing around it that says why I should scan this code. But that's one of the, this sounds super simple, but I see this often. There's no clear call in action of why I should scan this code. Make it visually appealing. Again, kind of go with the call in action, is I see often just the call in actions, nothing around it that make it something cool, something exciting that me as a reader, or me as your customer audience, that I want to scan this code. Really something to take out of it and use it strategically. Again, I see this often is just bear it at the bottom of the screen or at the bottom of somewhere, and I have to be placed that it kind of tell people right away, this is the place to go, is to scan this code. And this code can be used in many different ways. Of course, if you're a restaurant menu, that's kind of obvious, especially with COVID. We see a lot of restaurants having just a QR code now. Postcard that you send to prospect in your city, that can be used too. Instead, of course, the print is good, but having a QR code that your future customer or leads can scan the code and get to a digital version of your services or product with a video inside. That can make it really interesting. Leaflet, brochure, if you do conference, of course, having the print one is good, but if you combine with the digital one and people, when they arrive to your booth, they have a QR code they can scan and get more information, or just a digital version because they're just more digital. On your sign, QR code, that can be the place to go. And the beauty about the QR code is when you upload your publication and you publish, the QR code, if you need to re-upload your publication because something changed, you need to do a version 2, the QR code will stay the same. But that's a little thing to know. QR code, you can just, again, this morning I was with a customer and they go to art show in the city they are, and instead of just giving print magazine that they have, I told them, and when people arrive in this event, why not having some QR code and put in some right spot for those people walking around, that they can scan the code and get to the magazine. The possibilities are really endless. This is a really great tool, and I will show you how it looks too in a moment. Like I uploaded my publication, it's published, top right share, and QR code is over here. That's as easy as it is. You just download 2 size. I don't want to go too deep on this, but that's the only thing you have to do. Actually, after this, you just print and add to, it can be on your business card, it can be on anything. And I'm seeing I have a bunch of questions. Mary, can you have a free publication but charge for the downloading? No, but good idea. I would say I like your style. Just not possible. I have an educational journal, and I would like to offer a free download for a lesson plan in the journal, and then purchase to download. I would say what you can do, kind of work around, is you can upload your publication as a free, but you can have a lighter version. I kind of see as a teaser version. And in this publication, you can have a link that you can upload another publication on issue. And this publication, you make it for sale. You can sell your publication on issue. And this, when I arrive, let's say on page, let's say I will go at the end, the last page, they will have a call to action or during in other pages in your publication to kind of trigger them to go to the full version, and to when they click on it, it go to publication 2, and this publication is for sales. And of course, you can sales for the price you want. It can be $5, $20. You choose the price, and we don't take any commission on this. Like if it's something you want to do, that would be the way to go in. I would not make your publication to download, of course, to make sure nobody would download it and share with other people around the world. But yeah, kind of possible in a way. So if the publication is for sales, that they can download it, yes. But the thing is, yeah, they can download it, but if they share the link of the publication to somebody that did not buy the publication, they will not be able to look at it. And let me show you quick. We're good on time. Okay. Like let's say this publication is for sales, and if I share a link to somebody, it will look like this. We see you have to buy. I have some page that this page is blur. I cannot go to this page. I have some other page that unblur, but at one point I need to buy if I want to get to this publication. Nobody can start sharing this publication and everybody can have access to until they buy it. Charlie's asking under highlight, how can we get analytics beyond 30 days? Yeah, good question, Charlie. You will need to upgrade to premium if you want to get more analytics. It's a premium feature, as easy as it is. But that's for the QR code. If it's something you're not using it, QR code marketing can really help you to generate more leads. Again, you have to be, creativity is the key in this webinar to generate more leads. Is more you're creative with the tool you have, more you can help you with those leads. Another tool we have is issue ads. If you didn't know issue ads, we do have this service. I will not go in deep in this, but if you want to know more about this, we have a media kit. At the end of this webinar, we're going to have a survey. Just let me know, hey, Charles, I want to get the media kit. And I would be more than happy to send you this by email and CC you with the issue ads team. If it's something you do not have the time to do everything I just showed you at the beginning from all those marketing stuff, but you do have a budget, we can help you to generate more leads to your publication. Plus, in issue ads, we do have a service that's called Social Spotlight. Like this, we can promote your publication on our social media network, on our newsletter, or on our blog. Again, this is all custom. Let me know. We'll just kind of sync you with issue ads team, and we'll be more than happy to customize something with you and kind of walk you through to understand better your goal. But that's just a little highlight about issue ads. Please accept my sincere apologize. I understand that I missed an important meeting from the start. I apologize for letting you down. Priority for me. Okay, yeah, no problem. It's no problem. Statistic, I think at the end of the day, with doing all those things, it's important to go over the statistic. Thing that we see from our successful customer, and this is from the data, they look at their statistic 3 to 4 times per month. What it means that they're constant of what they're doing, and to always kind of go back to the statistic to see if they need to optimize their strategy they're doing at the moment for the next week and do something different, and always be in motion with all those marketing strategy they're doing at the same time. At the end, like, be consistent will pay off in long term. And what I want to show here is customer A. I have 2 customers, and you will see, I mean, I'm not going over like date range and how many reads is not really the point. The point I want to show you is customer A is be consistent. And at one point, when you start to increase, is when you start the yellow, that's the article. I showed you the tool before, and you start to use the article. You start to generate more reads, but he been constant at one point and start to grow his reads. There's no magic It's no magic tool. I would love to tell you this, but it's just not possible. And customer B, and this is, I see this often, it's like when they publish, they're like share, they send one email, they create one post, and they kind of stop there. They generate a lot of reads, and after this it go down. They don't do anything else after, they just let it go. So that's the main difference between customer A that is consistent and you use more tool on issue, and customer B that is just publish one, share one, and you kind of forget about it. This will not work. If it's just a thought about stick, I will not go super deep about it. But if you're more customer B right now, the best thing I can give you is be consistent, use more tool we have, be creative, email marketing, segment your email, social posts, have a schedule, at least that's kind of the first step. And this will pay off in long term. It's no magic thing. After this, I think something is good to know is support. You're not alone on the issue. In fact, we have like a resource center, a blog, webinar like today. We have a YouTube channel. I will put in the chat. If you like YouTube, like me, you're more than welcome to look at it or subscribe as you wish. We have a Facebook community. If you like to be on Facebook and be part of a community, I put those two links in the chat. The community on Facebook is customer. It's all customer. They are there. They share the publication. They share feedback. And I'm always, sometimes I go there too. I will share my feedback. I would take one publication. I would do a long video on it and kind of tell some tips how to improve. Facebook community, great place to go. And if you're not sure where to get to those, I will show you in a moment. At the bottom of your screen on the right side, you always see a black icon say help. That's your place. You will see product update, new update we have, new product update, help center. If you have any questions, something, great place to go. Support hour, chat. We chat with real people. It's not a bot. Phone support, depending on which country you are, you will get this or not. I think that you're really not alone. You have really a lot of resource to help you to make sure you don't get stuck with your question or problem. And the thing too, I show with the QR code, I forget to show you. See, I have a customer here, added the QR code to a social post. Like when you scan this, it will go to the publication. You can try it right now too if you want to. And wait a little until some people scan this. Is if anybody too on the webinar today are using our QR code offline and already took a picture of their sign or business card or brochure, but it's like a print version, please share with me this. I would love to have offline example of QR code, and let me know if you want me to share on webinar too. I would be more happy to use your publication as an example in future webinar. Charlie, if you have the premium plan, let me show you. If you go to statistic, date range, you have to click here. If you're on premium plan, it should show exactly like me, like right now. That's when I have a premium plan. Of course, you can go with custom date if you want to, but you can play with this. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I say this often, but oops, be consistent. That's how it's going to work. Yeah, I would love to give you like something magic. Everything will get you more reads. But if you do the work, all the tips I give you today, it will work. It will take some time, but be consistent. Put all those tools together. Kind of remember it's a combination of marketing strategy that will help you to reach more people. It's never one thing that will make it work. It's multiple things that work all together that will create you the success that you want to have.